Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with another in the November challenge series. My challenge is called Kathy's Recipe for Disaster. And the reason I called it that is that I picked some random elements that a lot of people find difficult to use on layouts. And when Adam releases them in Flair, they're called quirky flares. So it could be called a quirky recipe for disaster. I have absolutely no problem using quirky elements, whether they relate to the photo or the story or not, if they're cute, and especially when I'm scrapping photos of the kids, my grandkids. So, or my old photos of my son when he was little. So I'm going to do one today that another thing that makes it a recipe for disaster is that I'm going to do something that I'm going to carry out an idea that I had the minute I saw this colorful polka dot paper from Bella Boulevard. It's from their You Are My Sunshine collection. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I stamped all those dots? So I'm going to stamp as many of them as I can that show, and until it kind of makes the page start to look messy. I have no idea how this is going to work out. I've never done it before. But in addition to, okay, so here's the recipe. I have to use avocados and hedgehogs. Those are the first two ingredients, and rainbows, and mixed media and florals. So I've got some florals. I thought these colors kind of went with the polka dots. I've got photos of the kids. It's two different filters that I've used on the photo, and it's I couldn't decide between the two filters. This one has the brighter colors. This one, you know, kind of has some shadowing that looks cool, especially with the way the kids are posed. This was in about 2012, and Ava would have been 4, and she's sitting there playing with a little device there. She was good with phones and iPods at that age. I don't think she had a phone. She would get our old phones and after they had turned into iPods. And Katie is just kind of bending down to try to get in the picture. Barrett has got his tough guy look, and Allie's just there channeling her inner, hippie chick. So I just love this photo. And I've got some florals that I thought I could put in there. And there's someone else in the photo there that I kind of want to cover up, and so I'll probably try to do some of that, but that's down the road. Let me first mark where my photo's gonna go. I've got them together, and I thought I'd kind of go right left of center and below center. So I'm just going to kind of go like that, and that. And then I'm going to get out my stamps. I've also got, and I have a selection of Flair that are arranged here. You can kind of see on my mat that are kind of arranged by color. I've got these blues to go with these blue ones that are there. I'm not going to do every one, but I want to represent all of the different colors there. So I've got hedgehog flares. I've got Hetty and Harry, and I have a rainbow flare, and I have an avocado flare. So those will be on there. So that satisfies the recipe. The mixed media is going to be the stamping. So just because I already have this stamp on here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of do my first one. And let's take this yellow one here. And so I've put some pluses. Now I could leave it just like that, or I could decorate it with this yellow flare. And I've got ink on my thumb, and I've just got ink on the flare. So I'm going to wait till that dries maybe, but I'll kind of put that there as though it's reserved. So one down. And I'm going to take this stamp and put it aside. I'm going to do from this stamp set, this is a Christine Helmuth Studio set that I got a long time ago. I'm going to do this. This is a much larger stamp. This stamp is much larger than the dot on the circle. And I'm going to go ahead and do this green one with that. And I'll try to, there we go. And just already what it's adding to the page, I think, is just kind of cool. I'm liking that idea. So right now, let me get my stamp cleaner pad and wipe that off, because I think I'm only going to use one of those. And I'm going to go ahead maybe and stamp them all and then go back and I thought maybe it might be kind of cool to have a square around one of those. Stamp it with a square. Let me... There seems to be some, I don't know, I'm not sure what that is on there. I'm going to stand back up again, and I'm going to ink that stamp up, and I'm going to go maybe right here and kind of put it at a little bit of an angle. Okay, I like that. This stamp chamois, I think it's from Lawn Fawn. It is Lawn Fawn right there. Works like a charm. It really cleans up stamps. And I'm not, I haven't been in my scrappy career much of a stamp cleaning fanatic. Okay, here is a set of stamps by Altenew called Trendy Circles, and I'm going to pick a few from there. I'm going to do this Dotty one, and I'm going to offset this one just to do something a little bit different. Kind of offset it like that, and then I can put, you know, some flair around there. Of course, I'm thrilled to be using such a variety of flares on the same page. I just love mixing them up, and I tend to get in a rut of kind of doing I'm going to run this one maybe a little bit off the page, but I want something under, I've got some, well, we'll just go like that. And that's okay. My Flair flying a little too close to home here. I tend to select Flair, maybe, usually 3, sometimes 5, that kind of go with the theme or photo. And I don't often just go wild and put a bunch of them on. I'm preparing to do that in Calvin Ball, but let's see. I'm gonna go maybe do this one kind of between the yellow and pink, and I have a Flair that has both yellow and pink in it, so it may go kind of in the middle there. We'll see how that works. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to use from that set. And I'm just going to put that off to the side and deal with it later. And I have this set, which has a whole slew of different patterns. So I'm just going to kind of go down the line and stamp those. This set is a Catherine Pooler, and I don't see the name. It's Catherine Pooler, and it's got a bunch of circles. I don't see a name, a set name, but if you look up her stamp sets, you should be able to see something with all these circles. Okay, let me go here. And I'm not repeating designs, but I may go back and change that if it doesn't look like I've done enough. So we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. I'm loving this. I really like the square one. There are so many different varieties here. I haven't done anything down in this area, so let me do that. That one's kind of cool too. The title is going to be this word, family, and it's in all black and white, so I think the stamping is going to really look good with that title, or the title will look good. So I guess I ought to see where the title's going to go. I'm thinking it can go right here. So that means that if I have any Flair or any other decorations, kind of right in there, I need to put the title down first. So glad I thought of that. Glad I lifted the stamp set and saw it. Okay, I have some squiggles here. Let's do... there. And I've got another circle-y one that's smaller and kind of shaped differently from that one. I'm going to kind of put it right there. And if you're stamping and it doesn't stamp perfectly, your, something is stuck to my stamp. My stamp got some goop on it. Okay, hopefully it'll stamp right. Let's do that. And it does have kind of a little shaded area in there. I'm gonna do it horizontally elsewhere on the page, maybe like that. And where that spot is where I wiped that smooshy stuff off. So I may have some cleaning to do on that one. Let's do just a couple more, and then I'm going to sit down and embellish. And we'll see where we go from there. I'm going to put one up here by this green. I think it's going to be full enough with stamping. I'm seeing kind of an empty spot right there, so that's where the next one will go. Kind of right there. Okay. And the title's going to go there. Let me do that. I'm going to put all stamp-related things off to the side and take care of that later. I think I'm done with the ink pad, so it goes back. Let's put the title. Let's get the photo on here. And that will also help determine where we put some of the embellishments. Stand up and make sure that's covering all the pencil marks. Okay, there we go. I love it so far. And we can kind of do that. Lined up there. These foam sticker titles came, it's Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Farmhouse Garden. And this sticker set came in a Mind the Scrap kit. And this paper came in a different Mind the Scrap kit. The title may have been August kit, and the paper is October. There were such bright, pretty colors in October. Okay, there we go. Now, let's put on the ones that are a part of the challenge. So let's see what those are. Avocados. So let's go with the avocado. Actually, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the florals first, because the placement of the Flair may be influenced by how far the florals extend out. So let's do this so we can kind of cover that lady. So that I'm glad I did that, because I can't put a flare there. And I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to go monochrome and do the red flare near a red circle. You know me, I'm probably not gonna, even if I start out that way, I probably won't stick to it. This one is bigger, so I should have used it there, but that's not gonna happen. Let me put this, and it's okay if I kind of cover up a little bit let's see, if I turn it that way, I don't cover up that much. Let me put another bit under there. So I've got my florals. I've got one other floral from that same collection. These are fussy cut. That one is actually a piece of ephemera, and I forget what collection that is. It's old, and I pulled the florals out of my floral bucket, which contains things that are no longer associated with kits. Okay, so what was I doing? I was looking for a place to put the avocado. Let's put the avocado over here by this this one. It's kind of close to yellow and green, and that's what color the avocados are, and it can kind of cover up that blurry spot. Okay, now we have Hetty and Harry. Hetty is facing this way and Harry's facing this way. I kind of like Harry here with this polka dot bit. So I'm going to put him here, kind of looking towards the florals there. And then Hetty could go here looking at, kind of sniffing these florals. And I've got her at a little bit of an angle because of that circle. Okay, I have my eye on this one right here. I did squigglies by a hot pink kind of intentionally because I have this squiggle Flair in hot pink, and I know I'm violating the rules of doing all the things that are required first because my rainbow is required and I haven't put it on yet. Is there any way, I know, I could do a flare there. Is that the flare I want to do there? There was a, let's just kind of do, there's this one that has the yellow and the pink, and I kind of had in mind this this one that has ice cream cones and ice cream bars. And I thought I'd put it kind of right in the middle, but I'm actually going to leave it where it's stuck. it's stuck. I've got a Panda Bear, and I thought maybe I would do the Panda Bear kind of as part of this. Because there's the pink heart and the black and white that, you know, kind of goes with the stamping. I've got an orange flare. It's not only the color orange, but it has oranges on it. It's part of the fruity flare from, I think it was Adam's first collection. Let's see. I've got a couple of stand-in flares. At some point, I'm going to be getting a squirrel, which is the, you know, what we call Ava, baby squirrel. And I'm going to get, Adam's going to replenish my alligators, which is what we call Allie. So she's alligator. So when I put these down, there will be other things replacing them. So I'm going to put this right here as a flare that will be replaced with the baby squirrel. And I'm gonna do one right here for one that'll be replaced with the alligator. Now I'm gonna do that. The ladybug is for Katie, and I'm going to put it here with this red. And the bumblebee is Barrett, so where's the yellow one? I've got there's a yellow one there. I didn't stamp a yellow one, but it's kind of got a cute pattern on it and doesn't necessarily need to be near something stamped. And there's sort of a spot right there, or I could just grab a stamp. Where's my little plus sign stamp? I'm gonna do the plus sign there. I've got my other stamp thing. Let me move that out of the way, and I'll ink that up and kind of do it like that. There we go. Okay. Can't give Barrett an unstamped circle. So let's go with that. Okay, that's on there. All right, now let's kind of decorate some others. I've got a kind of a pink one there. I like, oh, I have to get the rainbow on there. Let me do the rainbow here, actually here, because it has the teal color and the pink, and that's kind of cool. Is there a red one? Yes, there's a red one. Actually, I've covered the red one. There's a red one here that doesn't have a stamp, so I'm just going to put it there, and I've got a strawberry that can go maybe up here by this red one. Let's see. I've got this black and white one that might be kind of cool right there, because there's nothing up in this area. I've got a turtle, which is my spirit animal. I'm going to just put it on the edge like that. And it looks like I need something pink. Let's put this one here, and then I'll use this one. Well, actually, you know what? If that one will come off, it will. It does. This has like cakes and popcorn and treats, and so that's appropriate right there by the concession stand, which is where they're standing. So now I've got this pink one, which could go kind of right there. It's not exactly the same pink, but like I said, I kind of abandoned that idea anyway. Here is a blue squiggle one that I'm going to put by that one. And here's a blue star, which I'm going to put up here. I've got a green plaid, which has several different shades of green in it. And I'm going to put it kind of right here where there is no reference green. This green kind of goes with the green dot. And I've got another red polka dot, and this is my last Flair that I have, and I'm just going to put it up here by the pink and yellow. So we've mixed it up. I've got this, I've got some stuff on here, some foam tape on here. I like the "You Are My Sunshine" sentiment. I grew up in the state where the governor actually wrote that song, Governor Jimmy Davis of the beautiful state of Louisiana. And I've got these two guys in line, and I don't like that. So I'm going to move this one up, and that gives me room to put this. And that's kind of me talking to the kids. You are my sunshine. I've got this sentiment that says best day ever. And Christina, if you're watching, I know you disagree with the whole best day ever thing, but it was the best day ever until the next best day ever. So I'm thinking that was okay. Where do I want to put this? I need to, let's put it here by Harry. And it'll show because it contrasts with the red there. So that's a good spot for that. And then there's this little one that says good times, and it could go here or here. Maybe like that. Okay, I'm done. This is it. Let me take the tape up, and I'll bring it closer to the camera. This is definitely a Flair-licious page, and I've taken those polka dots and pumped them up a bit and made just a really fun, colorful page. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the challenge. Any form of avocados or hedgehogs, rainbows, and any kind of mixed media, splatters, elaborate pasting, anything like that goes, and it should be, the purpose of it is to be a really fun page. Now, what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to go find some sequins. And I have my little tray of Spiegelmom scrap sequins, and I am going to color match. I'm going to do tone on tone. So where there's like right here where there's this yellow, and I'll have 3 yellow sequins kind of grouped up there. And I will probably pull them from this Simply the Zest, for example. I didn't want to make you sit through a million choices, but you'll see that on the published layout. So thank you so much for watching, and have fun with the challenge. Bye.